Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you to new subscribers. Appreciate you guys. All right, so there's been a lot of talk about DC lately. A lot of stuff coming out. Um, just a lot of stuff, right? I'm sure you're all aware of all of that. If you're not, I made a couple of videos about it recently. You can check those out on my channel. But I definitely feel optimistic about what's going on recently, um, especially what I'm about to share. David Zaslav was on the earnings call today. I'm pretty sure it happened today. And he had some comments about DC, the future of DC, and how much of a priority it is to them, and a plan. He mentions a 10-year plan. And I think we'll just go ahead and play it, and you can listen for yourself to hear what he had to say.
DC is one of the top of the list for us. You look at Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, Aquaman. These are brands that are known everywhere in the world, and the ability to drive those all over the world with great story is a big opportunity for us. We have done a reset. We've restructured the business where we're going to focus, where there will be a team with a 10-year plan focusing just on DC. It's very similar to the structure that Alan Horn and Bob Iger put together very effectively with Kevin Feige at Disney. We think that we could build a long-term, much stronger, sustainable growth business out of DC. And as part of that, we're going to focus on quality. We're not going to release any film before it's ready. We're not going to release a film to make a quarter. We're not going to release a film the focus is going to be how do we make each of these films in general as good as possible. But DC is something that we think we could make better, and we're focused on it now.
Okay, so I think overall, generally speaking, that sounded like a very positive plan and outlook that they have for DC to me. I know people can get hung up on certain terminology like reset and things like that. He did not use the term reboot, and I think there's a big when he was using the words like reset, he was talking about the structure and the overall plan for DC, which makes total sense. It needs that because the structure and plan that they had in place years ago was totally destroyed. They didn't even look, you know what I mean? They just threw that in the trash and were like trying to just do whatever they could, you know what I mean? Just reactionary stuff, and have not had a solid plan. So it's very good, I think, for him to say that they have Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman. He has said that before, and that they are really focusing on DC. They see it as a great opportunity and focusing on that IP. So that's interesting, because when they first did this merger, I was wondering, like, how soon would they kind of start focusing on DC? Which, because you just don't know. I mean, they have other things that they got to take care of and worry about and produce and all of that stuff too. But obviously, DC is probably one of the bigger properties that they have come to acquire with this merger. And clearly, it needs a lot of work as far as structure, plan. It needs those things. And I really like what he said about putting out quality. They're going to focus on quality. And I just really appreciate that, because with this Batgirl news that came out recently of it being canceled, obviously there's people who think that that was unfair, and I understand that. It's totally understandable for the cast and crew. It is. But it's more of the fault of the old regime that this happened with Batgirl, because that movie should not have been being made right now. So, because there was no plan around it. And I was talking about this in my video from yesterday. It's just not the right time to have Batgirl, because it's just throwing things at the wall and seeing what sticks. They did not bring her character into this universe in a way that was natural and made sense for the whole universe. And then trying to have Michael Keaton's Batman instead of Ben Affleck's Batman, and those things, making those decisions. I know in multiverse stories in DC, you can have those things happen, but the old regime was just making decisions based on their contentions with the fan base, allegations that were coming out from Ray Fisher and other cast members. They were doing, like I said, a lot of reactionary things not with a plan, not with intention, not focusing on quality, just trying to like make lower budget things so they could get out there, get produced quickly, get, some money made off of it, not really caring about the quality of that film or how it represents the overall brand. And it seems like David Zaslav is like, we're not going to do that. And that is the main reason why Batgirl got canceled, because it did not hold up to the standard of a theatrical grand scale release that they want to do for DC. So it's a good thing. It's better. Yes, they spent the money on that movie, but like he said, it's better. They're going to focus on quality. They're not going to be releasing movies that are not ready or up to their standards, and that should be a positive thing. They're going to have to be things that, unfortunate things that happen while they're making these changes and trying to create a organized structure for DC. When you have a massive universe like this, you need to have that. And yes, he mentions it's similar to the structure that Alan Horn and Bob Iger did at Disney. And now we've also recently found out that Alan Horn has come back to Warner Brothers Discovery as a senior advisor. So he's probably going to be, having a hand in this creating this structure for DC. And I mean, I don't see that as a negative thing. I really don't. Also being shared is that HBO Max is using Zack Snyder's Justice League footage, including Ray Fisher's Cyborg, as the face of DC right now. So that's super positive. That's a really good thing. It's always, I think, positive for us fans to see that kind of stuff. Again, because of previous regime did not wanted to distance themselves from that even after they released Zack Snyder's Justice League. They still wanted to distance themselves and not really promote it or show much support for it. They don't want to be proud of it. That's how I would say. And again, going back to the Bob Iger and Alan Horn comments that David Zaslav said, I don't see that as, they're going to try to make DC like Marvel. I don't interpret it that way. I interpret it as he's referring to the structure and the tenure and overall long-term plan of how to create and build the universe. That doesn't mean that the material is going to be like Marvel. It just, or they're going to try to copy that, because obviously that's what the old regime was trying to do, and it just totally, crashed and burned. But having a structure, if there's any notes that they should take from Marvel or Disney, it's having, not copying their style, no, but have a structure in place that makes sense and allows you to build out this vast universe. Also, as part of this earnings call, it was also announced that HBO Max and Discovery Plus will launch in the US as a single service in the summer of 2023. So this really shouldn't come as a surprise either, because they have to merge now all of these different properties and streaming services that they have under the umbrella of WBD. So this is how it's being described in a nutshell: single global brand, customer experience and quality first. Again, there's the quality first, great thing to see. Common tech, best of both platform. I guess best of both refers to both streaming services. Efficient, scalable, and resilient. Scalable partner integrations. Modular capabilities include on-demand and live, ad-free and ad-light, and ad-only options. Okay, so it does look like there will be different models as far as pricing, depending on how much or how little ads you would like to tolerate. Multi-tier, sports, and transactional. They also mentioned the global product rollout. So in the US, it will be summer of 2023. So next summer, but then following that, Latin America, fall of 2023, Europe, early 2024, APAC, so I guess Asian Pacific area, mid 2024, and then new markets, fall 2024. All right, so just kind of an idea of how they plan on distributing it worldwide. One last thing I wanted to share is that Lady Gaga is now confirmed as Harley Quinn in Joker 2. Lady Gaga and Todd Phillips shared this little mini musical teaser promo on social media. I don't really have anything negative to say about that. I think it's interesting. It's an interesting choice, but I think she has kind of established that she can take on an acting role. She has had acting roles before and won awards and been very, received pretty high praise and recognition for her acting abilities. So it'll be interesting to see what perspective and take Todd Phillips has with Harley Quinn and since also yesterday we found out that a lot of it will take place in Arkham Asylum, I really want to see their introduction and kind of how they play out their building up their relationship or what kind of interactions they're going to have in this version of the Joker character, and want to see how that plays out because Joaquin Phoenix's Joker is very different from anything we've seen on the big screen before. It is very much a character study compared to a typical comic book movie, and I really appreciated the approach that they had with Joker, the first one. So just wanted to share that really quickly. Seems like we're probably going to be finding out a lot more stuff in the near future. So we'll see what else they have to share with us. But thank you guys for watching. Check out the links in the description. Don't forget to leave a thumbs up, subscribe, all of that good stuff. And we'll see you guys next time.